Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy NTG back here with another video today. Today, guys, we're going to be opening up some packs in Madden 25 Ultimate Team to see if we can pull any of the new AKA cards currently in the game. If you guys do enjoy the video, I appreciate your support. As always, do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, I did not cover the AKA content yesterday, so I decided let's do it today. Let's try and pull one of those new AKA cards. It's gonna be very difficult. We do have an LTD in packs as well, so you never know. We could get something good, but we got 400k. Let's run through it in the mystery pack. Let's see if we can see any of those players. Starting out with a 70+ player, the exact opposite of what we want to see. So I pulled some of the new AKA stuff. I've only pulled 87s. Haven't anything better. It sucks, but you know, it is what it is. We got a red zone pack right here. We have potential to hit something big out of here. 82, 87 is not terrible, so we'll take that. We might sell that off, so we'll try to be smart with what we're selling off, what we're keeping, and try to make most of our coins back. Like I said, I got to get on my grind. I got to start selling stuff off in this game. I have like 3 or 4 million coins in my binder right now. It's not going to cut it. We need to get back on our grind here. We need to get back on the Madden grind as you know, the NFL season's winding down. What has happened since we last talked? So we had the Bills defeating the Ravens, which that did indeed happen. I was actually recording the last video I had during that game, so you guys could hear me talking about it. I did miss one day uploading. I apologize. I'll make it up for you guys. Don't worry. There'll be a double upload day coming at some point, so do not worry about that. This pack right here, not the best right there. We do get an 85, so not terrible, but you know, I'd like to be a little bit better, so hopefully we can do that. But that's happened since, of course, we got Pro Ace Fantasy Pack. Hold up. Gotta hold my thought because you don't get these too often. So the first round, pretty poor to be honest. Second round here, all 86 pluses. First card is an 86, 87. Then we have a Redux, 86, Lane Johnson. So, not great, but could have been worse. At least we got the pack, so we'll take it. As I was saying, last night was the College Football National Championship. Pretty good game overall. It looked like it was going to be a big blowout. Ohio State was really starting to put the hammer down, starting to put away Notre Dame. Then all of a sudden they roar back. They make it a close game. It comes down to the final, really the last big play of the game where Jeremiah Smith beats a man in man coverage, securing the win for the Buckeyes. And for me, it was, I hate Notre Dame and I hate Ohio State. I didn't want either team to win. However, I would have preferred Ohio, even as a Penn State fan, I would have preferred Ohio State over it. So, as we got an 88 playoffs right there, it's not a bad pull. But so I guess I kind of got what I wished for, but I wish neither team could have hoisted the trophy. But it is what it is. Regardless, it was a pretty fun game, very explosive offensive. Quinshaw Judkins, man, what a talent he is. I'm assuming he's entering the draft. Because he transferred from Ole Miss last year. I don't know his eligibility off the top of my head, but I'd imagine he's up and he's going to the draft, or he's going to go to draft regardless because he accomplished his mission, get a national championship, and he showed out on the biggest stage of them all. So everybody saw it. Everybody saw he had 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards. I'd imagine he's gone, bare minimum. But I don't know who else. Obviously, Will Howard's gone, Jack Sawyer's gone, Simon's gone. All those, pretty much the entire roster is gone. But you have still some young pieces that are going to be around. We're assuming Caleb Downs and Jeremiah Smith aren't transferring out. Both of them are going to be back with the Buckeyes next year. They have a young quarterback, I believe. It's the grandson of. Excuse me, I'm thinking about the wrong team. I'm thinking about Notre Dame. But they have a couple guys at Ohio State. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure they'll land a transfer if they really needed to in the spring portal. So Ohio State looks pretty good. Being completely honest, they look pretty good, but. On the other side, Notre Dame, really good year for them. I'm in the Penn State fan, so it's pretty much we've been in the same thing, the same echo chamber for the last, whatever you call it, say 10 years, decades since Notre Dame made the national championship against Alabama. Kind of been the same cycle. As a Penn State fan, I've lived it as well. They've just kind of haven't been able to get over the hump. And you really have a spectacular year this year, to be honest. There's nothing for them to hang their hats on. I mean, for the program, that is absolutely incredible. They made it back to a national championship game, and it could have been a blowout, but they fought back and almost actually won that game. The final score is going to indicate it was a 12-point game, and I think that is reflective of how it went down. But you think about it, it was the last second field goal to make the game, or excuse me, it was 11-point win. Last second field goal to make the game out of reach. I mean, it was a great game, to be honest. It was a great game, to be honest. I'm super happy with how it went. It wasn't a blowout and it wasn't terrible. It was really entertaining, in which we thought it would get to a blowout. But Notre Dame side, I got a friend who's a big Notre Dame fan. I was talking to him today. The quarterbacks in their room coming up, I mean, they're really good. They got Stephen Gielli, then they got the grandson of that person I was talking about. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he's there as well. So you're going to have two. He's a high recruit as well. So two really good quarterbacks you potentially pick from. Price, I'm assuming he's staying. I don't think he'll enter the portal. I think Love is going to stay as well. So there's another guy back. The wide receiver, Grayhouse. Grayhouse is going to stay as well. He put on an absolute showing the last couple of games in the college football playoffs. He obviously hurt my Penn State Nittany Lions to a core whenever he had I believe he had the touchdown, which was like that wheel route type thing with a defender slipped. I believe that was him, but regardless, he made play after play against them, and he made a few plays in the national championship as well against a very stout Ohio State defense. So Notre Dame is going to be an interesting team. I don't know where they go from here. I think they're building something, but I just think they're not. They got to develop some receivers. I feel the same way about Penn State too. I feel like they're damn near pretty much the same team. But their receivers aren't pulling their weight, and that's a big thing with them. And like I said, Grayhouse really took a step forward, but the rest of the guys, you're losing Mitchell Evans, who's going to be probably a first to second round tight end out of Notre Dame. He is an exceptional tight end that you're going to lose, and you have to replace him. Notre Dame does a fantastic job at replacing tight ends, but still not easy to find an NFL type guy at tight end. So we'll kind of wait and see. Regardless, college football was absolutely spectacular this year. I will say this is probably the best year of college football ever. So I've been alive on this earth for 20 years now, going on 21 here soon. Or I guess I should say this year. We got a little bit away, but I can't remember. Obviously, everybody's going to point to 2007. 2007 was kind of the marquee year where you had upset after upset. It felt like this year was that on steroids. It felt like we got tons of upsets. You think about that number one team kept changing rotation. Teams would lose all the time, whether, of course, Alabama versus Vanderbilt. Who would have expected that at the beginning of the year? And then you got Texas losing to Georgia. You got Ohio State losing to Oregon. The regular season itself was so fantastic. There was marquee games every single week. I know I'm just talking about college ball right now. If you don't care about it, I'm sorry. I'm talking about it. Or run through packs. You can watch the video, and we really haven't had anything to write home about. That's why I haven't mentioned anything with the packs. But you think about this year, just start to finish, absolutely fantastic. Even as a Penn State fan, obviously they went farther in the playoffs than 66% of the field. So that was cool, but you don't get your big win. You beat Boise State and SMU. I hate to break it to you. Let's be honest, SMU and Boise State are kind of the weaker two teams. Probably the worst two teams in there. So that is what it is. Now I will say, Beaver Stadium, that environment, the playoff game, I wish I would have vlogged it because the environment was crazy. This is the loudest I've ever heard at Beaver Stadium. Like, I thought my ears were about to explode. I've had ear problems in the past. I thought they were about to explode because of how loud it was. That play when Kevin Jennings was down in the end zone, tapping his head and had to call timeout and flipped out. Oh man, that was the loudest I've ever heard Beaver Stadium. So that was fantastic. There was so much good with college football this year. I hope it builds off it. And the first round blowouts aren't super exciting. I wish maybe some of these games were a little more competitive, but I think that's what you get whenever you got Ohio State is an 8 seed. The 7 seed was Notre Dame, who was a runner-up in the national championship. So, pretty good team if you ask me. And then you have Penn State against a very inferior opponent right there. And then Texas and Clemson was kind of a good game. I'm not going to lie. Texas-Clemson was a good game. It was not a blowout. Texas might have been the biggest frauds this year, to be honest. They really couldn't beat a good team. And, I feel the same way about Penn State. But as a team, I don't know. I don't know. Quinn Ewers is declaring for the NFL draft, though, so he'll be on. Archie Manning will take over next year. Is that going to help them? My opinion, I actually don't know. I think it's kind of going to be interesting to see. He's obviously been there for, 2 years now, I believe Archie Manning has, so kind of knows the system now. So I think he'll be good, but, I feel like it takes time for anybody to adapt, but maybe he's different. Obviously, he's got that last name for a reason. He is a Manning, and he will probably show that he's a Manning and do crazy stuff. So we got legend packs. We'll save that for this weekend right here. But, yeah, that's college ball in the year. That's college ball in the year. Super fun, fantastic year. Now we just look towards calling for championships in the Super Bowl. We got 3 games left in the NFL. 3 games left in the NFL right now. You got the conference championships in the Super Bowl. So far, my predictions, my Super Bowl prediction is still alive. I predicted Chiefs and 90 overall right there. That's not a bad pull at all. I predicted Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and I had the Eagles winning it all this year. So, and it's not because I'm wearing filler here, I swear, but I thought the Eagles are the best roster. Obviously, they lose to Kobe Dean. That sucks a little bit for them, but I think they've recovered well. That was a really good win against the Rams, especially in elements in which things could have gone haywire. But I think they will beat the Commanders this weekend. I think it'll be a physical game. I think they'll squeak it out. And on the other side, Chiefs and Bills, man, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think the Bills might win it. But again, this is the thing with Ohio State and Michigan. I think there's a mental block for Josh Allen until he can get over it. He's just going to think about Patrick Mahomes and how they lose every single year. So we got a Pro Ace Fantasy Pack right here. Let's hold the phone to see if we get anything good. First round's pretty much always dog crap right here. But second round, 86 pluses, 87 Vernon Davis, and we got a full one, which is 87 Tyreek Hill. So not the worst thing in the world, but also not really that fantastic. So final few packs right here. The one of the Super Bowl, obviously we'll cover Super Bowl, whether it's Super Bowl promo or the Super Bowl itself here in a couple, I guess next week, because that's all we got left in the playoffs, which is crazy that time has flown by like this, but it does every time. And guess what? Got to wait till September. So we got ourselves, what will be, 7 months pretty much of no football. So it's going to suck, but we do it every year. We'll get through it. Trust me, we'll get through it. And of course, Madden's going to carry the offseason like it always does. We'll say Madden usually up to Easter is pretty good, but last year they kept the content rolling. So we'll see if it does it again this year. But final few packs right here. Nothing to write home about. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys stuck with me this entire time, I appreciate it. As always, you guys mean the world to me. We got an all Madden pack right here. I appreciate you listening to me yapping about whatever, but potentially the final pack right here. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on post notifications. We're calling it the final pack no matter what we got in this midfield. Appreciate you guys as always, and I am NTG. Peace out.